Yeah, I thought about that too.
Cell phone mics.
It just comes in and it's just you and I sitting in here lit by our phones.
Are you guys sharing that one can of root beer, or?
I see you guys have one can of you have one can of root beer and 2 microphones, and none of that should really ever enter.
The toilet to root beer can ratio is 1-to-1. So you tell me.
It's perfect as far as I'm concerned. Welcome back to Privy. Privy is a podcast about bathrooms, recorded this week. I am so far off location this week that we might be trespassing? ? I'm also joined by a former guest of the show and friend of me, Josh Wehrman. Josh?
How we doing?
It's so good.
So good. Love a good porta potty.
Yeah, so we are, air quotes, on location at the handicap access large porta potty. I cannot stress. We have managed to both fit, plus a table, plus an extra chair, and I would argue we could stick a 3rd or 4th person in here easy.
Oh, yeah, you get one person standing behind the guardrail, we're in.
Yeah, there's like a... Oh, that is not connected. Okay.
5 people then.
Yeah. I mean, we can... Anyway, so we're fully in here. Both our wives know that we are here, and you were sharing a little bit about your wife's...
My wife informed me that if the police take us to jail, I'm staying the night.
I don't think the police can take us to jail for this. Can they?
No.
Like, worst
case scenario, we say, hey, we found all this stuff in here when we were going to the bathroom.
No, worst case scenario, I would just be like, hey, you're right. Like, you're right. Give me 5 minutes and I'll have everything out of here and it'll all be kosher. Like, I'm not doing drugs. I'm not killing anyone yet. Wait. I haven't, like, dude, my luck would be they would, like, knock on the door and pop the door open, and then we'd file out, and then they would search it, and somebody, like, totally dropped a bag of dope or something in here.
That would be our luck.
Yeah. And then we get to explain to our job at the high school, hey, we're not going to be there tomorrow.
We were recording a podcast, and turns out
that seems like it's
people
safe.
hide drugs in those.
Yeah. It seems like it's safe. Well, we were in the porta potty.
Yes.
Well, I mean, that's dumb, but it also doesn't seem bad. Oh, we were on school property while we were in the porta potty as grown adults.
It's not our strongest moment, I'm not going to lie.
You know what I like to remind myself right now is that a mere 12, 13 hours from now, there's going to be a bunch of teenagers outside.
Oh, yeah. The best part would be, like, if somebody knocked, I would instantly have nervous gas. Like, this whole room would smell like we just took a big old in here. And it would just be me fidgeting. Hi.
Could you imagine somebody's just like, because people walk their dog around the little track. Could you imagine somebody just walking up and they just hear you and I in here now?
We're going to get out and it's just going to be like 6 people slow clapping. Great podcast.
Or we're going to get out and there's going to be 3 police cars facing the thing like, put your hands up. Yeah. Yeah. It's woof.
Wild.
Well, so it's been over a year since you were on the show.
Yes.
And in that year, we've spent a year together, but it's been, I would say the last year has been a more concentrated year than the previous one. For my money.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
we've picked each other's kids up from. I mean, our wives have picked each other's kids up from
Disney Lorcana.
Plot
against GameStop,
dude. I was trying to explain to the teens tonight at church, of all places, like my thing with Disney, and they all stared at me like I was a complete buffoon. They were like, they just looked at me.
Teens.
Yeah, but they just looked at me like. One of them said, "You're old," and then I tried to also explain to them like how YouTube started, and they kind of understood what I was saying, but they were also kind of like, "What do you mean started?
You mean it's an app?
Gosh!
Before the app, it was on the website,
dude.
You had to type in www to get to YouTube.
What's a website? Do you mean my app? Because I have an app for everything, but I just want to hit kids with like, hey, you know McDonald's has a website, right? No.
What's a website? No,
What's
it's
a
an
website?
app.
No.
You just download it.
Yeah, no, they have an app. No, they have a
Hold it
website.
up at the window,
partner.
and they scan it.
And last we recorded, you shared a bit, not a lot, but just a little quick check-in. How has your life been with like the diapering? Has the diapering increased? Are we trending towards less diapering in your life with the children?
It's consistent.
Diapering,
for the last 6 years, it's just been one diaper after another. Every time I think we're done, there's another baby, more diapers.
I mean, you should be out of the woods with the baby thing.
One would think.
One would hope as well because
yeah, I mean,
a
vasectomy only goes one of two ways.
Yeah, and you haven't committed to go test it, so you're working with a lot of question marks.
Yeah, it's like playing Russian roulette. Just going for it, see what happens.
I'm not a. That doesn't usually end well, or it does. Sometimes surprise kids are the best kids.
I don't know. 2 out of 3 of mine were surprises. So
no, oh no. But the important thing is that you never identify which two. That way, they'll always think it's not them.
First and third.
Okay.
Second one was planned. I like her least. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, that's so funny, dude. Your kids are awesome though. So I have, if you, and as always, feel free, it's getting gradually darker in here.
Yeah, it is.
Feel free, as always, if you, as we are going, come up with I have a bathroom story, and you might have a new one or one that you thought of after, stop me at any time.
So I'm going to stop you there.
Perfect.
So today, fun transition. My kid's in the bedroom just playing, and I go in to check on him. I'm like, hey, Gabriel, what are you doing? And I hear music, and the music is, we poop when we poop when we pee, but not the other way. Or no, I'm sorry, we pee when we poop, but not the other way, stating, and it was his Alexa.
Oh, he's like playing it.
Like, it's Alexa playing music, and that is the music lyrics of the music coming out. I said, Gabriel, what are you doing? And he goes, I just asked Alexa to play songs about pooping. And I said, all right, bud.
Your kid's fun. Kids are so fun.
He's just in the bedroom with his sister playing Legos, listening to songs about poop.
Building memories. Just making memories with the sister.
I was like, what are we doing? And he just looks at me like, sometimes you need a song about poop. What do you want, Dad?
Oh my gosh. Dude, my son, we went up to this like men's thing out in the woods yesterday with the church guys, but they had this like rope swing, which I don't do heights. And I'm impervious to peer pressure. Like, it doesn't work. And there was definitely being peer pressure, like, Hutter's got to get on this. And it's not happening, friends. Like, it's just not happening. But my son, it is an improvement. No, but my son, he says, my dad would be the biggest lunchbox on that swing if he got on it. And I'm like, you turd. Like, my dad, you're like a big lunchbox. I'm like, where do you hear this? Like, who? Dang it, kid, you little rascal.
Yep.
Kids are wild. But, so I have a number of new questions that are like round 2.
Bring it on.
And some that are a little specific that are specific to you as you relate to life in the school. And I don't remember if I asked you this last time. I may have. You might have been right at the cusp.
My answers may have changed
between
now and then.
The question is, do you ever have a snack in the shower? I think you may have said something about pizza.
So I have had pizza in the shower. It's not a go-to snack. Gets a little moist.
That's a wet slice.
And it's been a long time since I had pizza.
Yeah.
When watermelon's good and you can get a good piece of watermelon,
you're refreshing
ain't nothing wrong with a good piece of watermelon.
Strawberries?
I can't eat strawberries, and you know that. This is an emotional topic for me, and I don't need to get into it.
Babe, he said he was going to be nice, and he wasn't.
it's fine, whatever.
Yeah.
Anything in a can, you know, a root beer. Which, on another note, root beer in a porta potty, not a bad move. Not a bad move.
Yeah,
not a bad move.
I didn't get my life organized enough to have the polar seltzer tonight.
Ooh,
I just didn't. I had a Prime energy or a Prime Gatorade thing in the shower yesterday. It's definitely, the bottle's different. There's something about that metal can that feels right.
Oh, it gets a little condensation on the outside, and you're like, whoo.
Yeah, sometimes,
just hits right.
It does hit. Very well. Yeah, I definitely think that you've been here before. So we're gonna get into it. Have you ever tasted deodorant?
Have I tasted deodorant? Not intentionally, I don't think.
Well, then, how did you accidentally?
I mean,
if you say you licked your wife's armpit, I'm going to be pissed.
No, I've never licked my wife's armpit. Might be something to try, though.
Okay.
No. But
it's not. It can't be.
No, I can't say that I've ever, like...
Your kids are going to listen to this one day.
Dad, what happened to Mom's armpit?
How come your armpits have hair and Mom's don't?
Don't touch her.
Is it because you lick Mom's armpits? Oh my gosh. Also, don't throw your head back too far or you're going to hand sanitizer jizz your shoulder and it's going to be bad.
It's fine. Just rub it all in.
Cooper zone's going to be all over your back.
We're inside of a porta potty right now. It can't hurt me.
You're going to get a little Cooper zone all down your back. Hot.
Ooh. Cooper's Own, yeah.
What brand? Yeah. Anyway,
it says hand sanitizer. Maybe that's the brand.
So
it's Cooper's Own.
So, but you've accidentally.
I don't want to say accidentally. You know, like.
But you
are. When you're a kid, like when you're in high school aged area, and you go to parks and you play basketball and stuff. There's always the guy that's got like, I'm gonna take my shirt off and play. You know, it's the summer, and I need to show everyone how swole I am.
Yeah.
I imagine there was a time where I got an armpit to the face or something, and then some sweat ran down. But like nothing that I can think of. Yeah, indirect for sure.
Would you ever?
Like just like a candy bar?
Yeah. Because people have done that.
Yeah, I mean it would have to be like a specific scenario. Like, hey, I'm not taking a bite of Old Spice.
Like a triple dog dare you. Would you do it? I'm not triple dog. I don't have deodorant on me.
On a budget deodorant, yeah, probably. But like a high end deodorant, I'm not taking a bite of Old Spice. It's too expensive.
Old Spice is too expensive?
It's like $4 a stick now, man.
Oh, dog.
It's 2023.
Hey, this might be too much information, and she might be pissed for me asking. But what in the heck is Kayla spreading under her armpits? Because my wife has some deodorant that's like $9 a stick.
Whew. No,
and it's because
Kayla's way too cheap for that.
Because it's and it's because it's like all natural and it doesn't have all the like weird stuff that clogs your pores.
I think it's just like Secret or Dove. One of the flashlights are going on. Yeah,
I'm turning the flashlight on.
We're getting dark. It's getting dark.
The only other hope that we have is we can always prop the door with the extra chair.
That's true.
Little peek for safety.
We're fine. No homeless people yet.
Oh, shoot. You're sleeping in my home. Dang it.
I'll fight you for it. Oh, if a homeless person threatens to fight us, I'm probably going to
I'm probably going to give him a $20 bill and say, you didn't see anything.
Go away. Go to McDonald's.
How about this? I'm going to give you $10. I'll see you in 45 minutes.
And I'm going to say, I'm going to let him give you $10. I'm going to sit right here. Unless you get aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm a hugger, not a fighter. And we're not hugging. So, no, it's probably like Secret or Dove or one of the, just the standard.
So have I ever told you my thing?
No.
Okay, so...
Well, what thing?
The deodorant thing?
I know you've taken a bite.
Yeah. So it was one of those like $9, $10 sticks. Because it was like yummy smelling.
Oh, yeah, you got to try it then.
And so my thought was it has to be simple.
If it's non-toxic, you might as well try it.
It was not. It's all natural. That's why I went for it.
Why not?
I couldn't swallow taste good.
Though. Oh, a little chalky?
No, it like turns to like just straight like oil scent in your mouth.
Ooh, that's...
And then you're like smelling your own... I don't know. It's awful. Absolutely terrible. But... So... It made me want to throw up. Speaking of which, have you ever been thrown up on? Like, has anyone thrown up on you other than your kids spitting up? That does not count.
Does it count if my kids have full on thrown up?
Absolutely.
No.
Does it count if my kids threw up? But it still hasn't happened. You've never had anybody throw up on you ever?
Not that I can
Really?
think of.
Even like when you were firefighting and stuff? I feel like there had to have been someone had a stroke.
Someone threw
like,
up on my shoe, but it's not.
That counts?
Yeah, but it wasn't
That
enough to
counts.
feel good about. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
It's like,
you son of a gun.
let me borrow your water bottle to just pour a little off real quick kind of
Oh,
thing.
and you
It
didn't
wasn't.
have. So I like only wear cloth shoes. It's kind of like.
Well, as a firefighter, you have to wear
boots,
like
yeah,
the boots, like the head,
Yeah.
like the big
You know what would be funny if you just came in with like fur topped boots as a firefighter one day?
Uggs, a pair of
Yeah.
Uggs. You just walk rolling around with full turnout, your
Just Ugg boots.
your mask,
What's
all
up,
of
boys?
it, and you're just like, hey,
Slide down the pole with your Ugg boots on.
you mean you didn't wear your Uggs to the fire? What are you even doing? We live in Oregon. It's raining,
Yeah.
and cold.
I can be whatever I want here. It's the land of make believe. So dumb. Have you ever thrown up on someone?
Oh yeah, my poor mother.
Oh yeah. As a kid?
Oh, yeah.
How about as an adult? You ever hit your wife with one?
No, because like,
Do you guys not deal with vomit?
Kayla does okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm lying. I'm totally lying.
Everybody has a vomit story.
Picked up Gabriel from preschool,
Perfect.
driving over the overpass on Pacific. Had to pull in. He's like, Dad, I don't feel good. I'm like, okay. Pull over. Human being at home furniture. Everyone knows the parking lot.
Yep.
Pull in, open up the door. My dude turns his face right down the front of my shirt.
Oh, no.
Yep, there was that one. That was a couple of years ago,
Skeets
though,
it.
and completely forgot about that. But my pickup smells so bad for like...
Is it this one you have now? Still?
Yes.
What do we got?
We got a spider coming down from right here.
Oh!
Okay, sorry. Oh! It's dead
It's
now.
dead. Kill confirmed.
Anyways, we've got...
I thought it was a yellow jacket. I thought, dude, I was getting ready to upturn this whole table to get out of here.
I wish it would have been a beer, a yellow jacket or something.
Cute.
But,
Totally defecate.
Definitely my pickup I have right now. Had to take everything out, had to spray the whole thing down with disinfectant,
Jeepers.
and it smelled... I rolled, middle of... I think it was like November... And I'm driving with all four windows down all
rainy.
the time. It's just pouring down rain. My sleeve's wet. I'm like, it's puke or drive in the rain.
The rain is helping wash it.
The
at
smell
that
of
point.
puke is almost worse than puke.
Yeah.
It's just so gross.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. As far as me,
Wet.
no. Kayla handles it better than I do.
Really?
But like when she pukes, you would never know. Like it's just this quiet, like
Oh, really?
like super quiet. She's just like, hey, I don't feel good. I'll be back in a few minutes. Me, I'm the house shakes.
Yeah, that's
like you've
how-
heard me like whoa, like that's how it is, but 10 times louder.
That's how Anna is like a violent vomiter.
Yeah,
She'll
like-
love that I've said
Oh
that.
god, I'm aggressive. Like my whole body hurts because I have been like bear hugging the toilet for
Yeah,
and
shaking.
it's never like a quick thing for me, like a one and done. It's like no, we're gonna spend an hour here.
Yeah.
And every couple minutes we're just gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate it. But hey.
Yeah, see, I will go if I'm vomiting, things have gone very bad.
Yeah.
Because I will go to the end of the earth to not.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I-
Like the people that are like, oh, if you just throw up, you'll feel better. I
That's me.
can't get behind that.
I'm like, let's just get it done. Like, I'm in the bathroom hyping myself up. Like, come on, let's
Hey.
go. Just get it done.
So, quick 20-minute check-in here. What's the smell doing for you in this porta potty right now?
You know, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but it exists.
Yeah, but like, I'm drinking a root beer
It's
in a
becoming
porta
an
potty. How
ever-present-
much can the smell
I'm also
affect me,
sitting
you know?
on top of it. I did put the lid down. I was a little worried when I pulled up. That's why I brought the extra chair, because I was like, if there's not a lid, like a seat lid,
man. We're just sitting in there and it's just-
I said, I'm freaking doing a chair. There's
There's
no way.
definitely particles floating around the...
There's definitely a lake of crap. Like, because I looked, and there's defo a bunch there.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
But you can't go in a porta potty and not look, you know? Like,
no.
it's like a rule.
Well, okay,
like, you
so
go in, you look.
Do you ever look at your poop at home?
Oh, every time. Every time.
So do you get frustrated when you go to look, but you've used so much paper that you can't see the turd? Because that pisses me off.
yes. It doesn't... I'm pretty solid, so it doesn't happen often. The one that really.
Well, what does
makes me
solid have to
angry.
do with anything? Like,
Well, I mean, they're not little logs here. That's what pisses me off, though. Oh, when you've got to work for one, and then you turn around to
grunt
look,
one.
and you're just like,
it's just a little rabbit dropping.
what is that? Like, I'm almost mad. Like, I'm gonna sit back down until this is done properly. Like,
I'm gonna stretch this time
It's
just
just-
in case that's what happened.
yeah, and it's like an irrational anger. Like, I'll
Yeah.
walk out of the bathroom, and people
Yeah.
are like, "You good? Leave me alone."
Yeah.
It was a bad time.
Yeah.
Why?
Do you? So this is a question.
Just dive in. What are we doing here?
It's a kind of a philosophical thing, and it's not on this. Do you think your turd is tapered on the end because your butthole slams shut, and then just like that's the effect, or is the turd tapered by design to help keep your butthole from slamming shut?
So I think what I believe is that you know how when
What do you believe?
you know how when you got like you're at like a Sizzler or you're at like
Yeah.
or you're working the
Yep.
McFlurry machine or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And how at the end it's kind of just you're putting it back and it's just a slow cut off.
Yeah.
I think it's like that. I
Yeah.
like to think of it like that.
So it's
like
kind of tapered.
peaceful.
It's kind of tapered by design.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's peaceful. It's just like a slow finish.
I'm convinced that like my whole you're fine.
Okay.
Like I said, the little vibrates are so much better than the normal sounds that happen in a porta potty.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Dude, how funny would it be if like kids are just coming to school and there's just somebody in here just screaming one out, just like it's parent drop off, and some homeless dude's in here just like, get out, void me. This is a question for the ladies, but there's not a lot of ladies that are like, yeah, I'm just jonesing to get on a show about bathrooms.
We live in Oregon. There's no such thing as ladies. Everybody is what they want to be.
It's the land of make believe. Do you think women do? Okay, so I think it varies. But when women poop and they are on their period, do you think they have to change their tampon every time? Like,
Oh, gee.
like I don't have. Okay, so your son has the music in his room.
Yes.
Every time you poo is a pee time, but not every pee time is a poo time.
Yes.
So, by that logic, to me, if you've got a thing yoinked up your zone and you go to poop, it's going to come out.
You gotta think you gotta change it, right?
Right. So, my question to women, and if there's any women out there that are going to hear this, which I know that doesn't exist, but if you hear this and you're like, I want to set the record straight. Set the record straight. But if a woman had diarrhea, like, we're going through them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So related to that, here in the state of Oregon, in our beloved state, it's we have our beloved governor has passed a nonsense that says that like we gotta put tampons and maxi pads in every bathroom that children use. La-di-da. Regardless of whether or not they have the equipment on their body to need those products or want those products, whatever. So like, I want to get your pulse because you work at the school and I know where my pulse is at. How do you think that's going? There it is.
Well, one of them
Yeah.
had all of them pulled out and stuffed into one toilet.
Yeah.
I know that. One of them was ripped off the wall and taken away completely.
Yep.
One of them.
Do you mean that our adults in training, teenagers, didn't handle this responsibly, and they didn't say, "I love this gender confirming thing"?
Yes, the male population at the high school level did not enjoy it. Well, no,
That's
they
so
enjoyed
weird.
it, but they enjoyed it in a different way than I think was intended.
Yeah. Yeah.
Soaking them in a toilet
Yep.
or in a sink and using them as a dodgeball is one way that they enjoyed it. Hanging the
just a
holder
good move.
on a wall and using the items as a basketball in the hallway. You just kind of added a new toy for all these high school boys.
If you are in charge of the Department of Education in the state of Oregon right now, hi. I know you don't listen. Frig off. You should be pissed at your governor right now because I imagine you have to have gotten some complaints, and yeah, it's bedlam out here.
Oh boy.
The men's
referrals have been written. let's just call it like referrals. Many have been written.
Yeah. The almighty referral.
Who doesn't want to go bowling with a bunch of tampons from the boys' bathroom, you know?
A sentence that
should never be said.
A sentence that someone not from here is going to hear and go, maybe that is make believe. Like,
not make believe.
This is our reality.
Not one bit.
This is our reality.
Logan Paul and Jake Paul would be happy.
I don't know who Jake Paul is. He is the other Paul.
The other Paul brother would be more than happy to know that their prime bottles are being used as tampon bowling ball pins.
Yep.
So just
and if you, hey, gentlemen or gentle whatevers you are, I don't know what you are. To my knowledge, you got red, green, blue. And I think you got like a tricolor thing.
There's a white one.
There's a white one. But what I'm noticing is that you haven't hit the full spectrum color of the rainbow. And out here in Oregon, I'm here to tell you, you're not being informed about people's whatever.
If you get a rainbow bottle, though, bet your sales go up.
Yeah,
doubled.
Only if you do it right. Because Target, like, oh, here we go. The QAnon people are going to flood out of the bushes to come. Did I hear somebody say something bad about Target? But, like, Target tried the whole, and Budweiser, Bud Light, or whoever it was, tried the whole, like, pride thing. We have a
door check.
Door check? Let's do a door check. That vehicle sounded close. It is incredibly dark. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Oh, man. This is getting sketchier and sketchier by the minute. It's so dark outside.
It's 7-Eleven, and we are sitting in a porta potty.
Lit by, I kid you not, two
cell phone
lights and the faint glow of red from my recorder. And our happiness.
Times are good right now. Times are good. Hey, we got one root beer can.
We got one root beer. I did kill a spider. Hey, we're fully stocked on toilet paper, though. Wait. Dog,
single ply?
That's better than the crap they have at our school to wipe stat.
Sheesh.
That is better.
That's good stuff.
That is
right
not
there.
bad. That is double ply.
Is this a honey pot?
No, if it was a honey pot, I would have already taken a picture
honey
by
bucket.
it. If it was a honey bucket, I would have been all over it. I'm trying to win a porta potty from Honey Bucket right now. If you work for Honey Bucket, shout at me because I would love to have one of your very good pots to do this in regularly.
Be so cool.
I'm going to give you a promise, Honey Bucket. If I get a honey bucket from you, I will never take a crap in it. It'll be the cleanest honey bucket on the face of the earth because I intend to make it a recording studio.
Best recording studio ever. We could buy the heaters from like the hanging wall heaters.
We just make this a regular thing.
Yep.
What's going on? Well, it's Sunday night. Josh and Hunter are in the middle school porta potty recording again.
What? Can we get these two their own porta potty, please?
Yeah. Hey, Honey Bucket, if you care at all,
they're weirding out the homeless people.
You will help us not have to do this. We both have families. There's a lot on the line here. But no, I just this tampon in the bathroom thing. It's one of those things where, like, as an adult, I know they exist. Actually, I have a question for you. When was the first time you had to interact with tampons in life as a male person? Because like you have a sister. Yeah. Does she? Never mind. I about made a really terrible error.
No, I never interacted with him with her. Because
when was the first time you saw one?
I don't know, man. The store, but other than that,
there's a store. Dude, I remember.
Yeah, they sell tampons in the store.
Yeah,
like you can go to Target.
I never went over there.
Well, I mean, you gotta walk by it.
No, my life was so different. Like when I went to Walmart, I ran to the video games, and I was in the video games, and my mom shopped the store until she got to the video game aisle. At which point she picked me up. And
so I forget you're from like a town of 30 people.
Well, they had a Walmart.
So when.
In Oregon, you're gonna get someone's gonna drug you in the butt and then do something else in the butt with you. spank
not.
you in the
I
butt.
hope not. That has never been my experience.
I hope not.
God, I hope not. No, I would say it was probably I don't know. I bought my wife tampons one time when,
Like before you were married?
yeah, I think like I was running to the store and she was like, "Hey."
Was it weird?
No, but I don't. It's whatever.
You and I are so different.
It's whatever.
So I remember 8th grade, somebody like this girl, Becca Harden. Sorry, Becca.
Shouts out, Becca.
Yeah, sorry, Becca. People were very mean to her, which sucks because, to my knowledge, she was a very nice person. I was never mean to her. Becca, never mind. We're not talking to you. But I remember she walked by this kid on the bus. He like unzipped her bag and like all of her tampons fell out on the bus. And I remember just being like, people were laughing and I didn't understand the joke.
What are they?
And then it wasn't until like 5 years later that I found out what those were. That was that was after I turned 18 and came to Oregon. I found out what they were. Yeah. I also didn't find out how many holes a woman has until like I was probably 20, 19 or 20.
Okay.
I was in college.
Yep, that's yeah.
I was in college in a dorm room, and my buddy had an anatomy textbook, and we were all looking at it, and he went, huh. And I said, what? He goes, it's actually 2.
There's actually 2.
And I went, what do you mean? And I looked, and I went, oh my gosh. I thought they just peed out of the same hole. I did. And I'm pretty sure Anna responded the same way you did, which was just laughter and like, how? And it's like, the short answer is religion, and the long answer is Montana education. Like,
oh boy.
we're teaching them how to be adults. Yeah. But, no, yeah. Why are we talking so much about tampons? You're like, I don't know, dog. It's your thing.
Have them hanging on a wall in our school, like
In the men's staff bathroom too. It's just like
I can't go to the bathroom without running into tampons.
That's what I was gonna go with. Is like, I know I did not like other than Becca's in 8th grade, which that was a total fluke. But like, if that hadn't have happened, I would have never interacted with these products until I was well into college. Like,
That's true.
And like. Now, pretty much, they have them in our kids' bathroom at the elementary school, in the gym bathroom.
Yeah.
And it's like, so now, like, 1st grade, you go to the bathroom during gym class. What's that? Oh, that's a tampon. Well, what's that? Well, I don't know. I don't want a teacher explaining that to my kid.
I wouldn't want that, but... Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
This is how cults start.
Join us.
Yeah, join us. So, I know the answer, but I have to ask it. How do you feel about using your phone on the toilet? And
I got no problem with it. Particles everywhere, but like they're everywhere.
What about taking a call or making a call on the toilet?
I think you and I have had a call on the toilet.
That's
Not
right.
Same toilet.
Yeah.
But different toilets while both on the toilet.
I think that's true.
I've definitely talked to you while pooping before.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean,
so you're good.
It's like you almost can't count you though, because it's like I've been pooping at work and you've come in to go pee and we've had conversations.
You're like, for the love of God, leave me alone. And I'm like, hey,
is that you? Who is that? Hoover?
Dude, one day I was pooping and you came in and I totally was like, hello? Like, and it was
you're just like, who is it? You? I'm like, what?
But then after I'm like, if it wasn't him, like, it's just gonna be the weirdest interaction.
Yeah, the South Albany staff bathroom, like me casually trying to do my business and the freaking lights burn out. It's just me sitting in there with my flashlight phone, being like, "Hey, hopefully nobody comes in because I'm in here pooping in the dark." Like,
oh my gosh, just Joanne comes in for that round.
Oh God,
hello. This is the men's room. I know.
Why is it dark then? Like,
what's up? No. But TikTok on the toilet. Classic. Yeah. You got to do it.
I'm a toilet talker for sure.
So when you're done with that, this is a thing. It's like when you wash your hands, do you wet first then soap? Like, do you get wet and then soap yourself, or do you soap then wet?
I can't go dry.
Really?
Soap to dry. Yeah, I got to get my hands. I feel like it just creates more bubbles and gets in there, you know?
Man, I'm really
You're letting them rip.
I've got a problem now.
What did you have for lunch today?
McDonald's.
Old McDonald's or new McDonald's? Because with you,
it was fresh today McDonald's.
What'd you get? Royale with cheese?
I did not get Royale. My parents bought, so I was like, I'm gonna do the like McDouble, McDouble and a drink situation.
You're a good guy. I go the other way with that. McFlurry, large soda, Big Mac, apple pie. Just really run down the menu.
It was a classic. Like, we got back, and my mom's like, "Well, I could make some hot dogs for lunch." I'm like, "Yeah, we can do that." And then my son just like runs in the room. I want a Happy Meal, and he knows that Grandma's gonna get this Happy Meal.
Oh yeah,
like,
and you can't say no because then they look at you like, "I'm grandparent."
Yeah. Well, and my mom was like, "Oh yeah, let's do that," and it's just wet.
A little bit.
Yeah. Does McDonald's give you the farts? It doesn't usually me. I don't know what's going on today.
No.
Mine's essentially like...
The only burger spot that gives me the farts would definitely be... For some reason, when I get the Big Carl combo, no lettuce, it does something to me,
Carl.
The Big Carl combo, it's a burger, not an actual meal.
Carl just gets way up inside you and just really makes the air move.
Again, burger, not an actual human meal.
Yes.
Making it clear.
It's fine.
You said get way up inside you.
I would argue there's not a way.
It's down inside me. It's definitely working down.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, perfect. As long as we're on the same page here.
So then when you're in the shower, well, I guess you would wet yourself for... Oh, that's what the other thing was. When you I'm troubled.
We have lights outside?
There's lights. Please let that be street lights. Oh, thank God it is.
How uncomfortable would that have been if we opened the door and there's just a man out there with a flashlight?
That was the most terrifying. Woo! So for the listener at home who doesn't have the luxury of having the visual of this, it's just Josh and I in a poorly lit porta potty.
I got nervous farts.
Like, I'm talking poorly lit. Like, we're not even lit by flashlight. It's phone light, and so it's dark. And there is a gap underneath the porta potty door, which is an interesting thing. That doesn't normally happen. But yeah, there was just a light that came underneath, and it spooked us.
Definitely looked like a flashlight.
Yeah, I thought for sure we were getting ready to have a visitor, which is my nightmare. When you shower, do you wash your legs every time?
Like,
do you scrub your legs every time?
I'll soap them down. I don't know if every time.
Yeah. So
what have I done that day?
So,
I have been lately. You and I have been hitting the gym pretty frequently. Yeah. Lately, I have been, in fact, soaping it all up. Because it's, you've got sweat and crevices. You just need to get it taken care of.
Like I've got crevices, woofy.
How do you refer to flapjacking?
Dude, sometimes you get the flapjacks flapping around just yeah.
The moves, the man boobs.
Yeah. You got that flapjack sweat. You make a pancake. But yeah, because I have a buddy who he's telling me that he does not wash his legs. Like, if he wears pants, if he wears shorts, he washes them. But if he wears pants, he said that he never washes his knee down, because as he washes the top portion of his body, it wrenches down and just it washes itself. Self-washing legs. Thoughts? Ooh.
That is not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Right.
In our world, we have tampons in boys' bathrooms. So that's not the worst idea I've ever heard. But I don't know. Are you just moving the dirty down your body? I feel like if you start at the top, you scrub down up there, the dirt that comes off works down. To which then you continue down. Like,
Right.
I
So
don't
then
know.
you would need to scrub it.
Yeah, I mean, you.
But I think, see, for me, I think your shin is probably one of the, besides your hands, and maybe you're like
Your shin?
Yeah, like okay, I almost always wear shorts.
Yes, agreed.
So like besides like your armpits and your leg pits, which I think is your crotch, but like I think when people think of leg pits, they think of your
The back of the
your
knee.
kneecaps.
Yeah,
but
the back of the knee.
That's the knee. That's the
No,
back of the knee.
that's the back of
your
the knee.
leg pits is like where your like nutsack connects to like your leg.
Pterodactyl wings.
Spread them, boys. No. How crazy would it be if I said that and in 5 minutes there was a cop that said that in real time? Like, I almost want it. No, I don't. I'm not going to test that.
I don't ever want anybody to be behind me
Spread
saying
'em,
"spread 'em,
boys."
boys."
Help. It is Oregon. Hey, I'm going to do something real quick.
Are you gonna take a crap?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to stop this because my battery is fading fast.
Okay.
I'm going to swap batteries and we're going to go again. Pardon the interruption. Yeah, I don't know. For me, like, when I pee, I can feel the leg splash.
Yep, especially in the top to floor to ceiling urinals we have.
It's
They're
stupid.
not floor to ceiling. They go about chest high,
feels floor to
but
ceiling.
it feels like a lot.
But like when I pee in that, I can definitely feel the splash on my like right below my like low shin.
Yeah,
And so like
shins
my
are
thing
gross.
is like
Yeah,
I've got to wash that. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
But I guess if you wear pants, might not need to. I don't know. It's a weird theory. Do you ever trace patterns in the bowl when you pee?
Oh, I write my name exclusively. I practice cursive, calligraphy, all of it. You know,
Do you really?
I write my name quite a bit.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I like doing it on the wall too. If I pee outside,
Are you controlling with hip or are you controlling with hand?
bit of both. I'll double up.
Keepers, age creepers.
I mean, you've been when you've been writing your name with your pee for I don't know. I mean, I'm 30.
So when you were in Colorado, you got snow, right? Like,
Yeah.
Did you ever like do that with the snow? Like pee your name?
Yes.
Yeah. Like the
Is
kid,
bear in the woods?
the kids out here, they don't get it. They're like, oh, what's snow?
Yeah.
It snows once every 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, or it snows a half an inch, and they all panic and squirrel out, and it's like,
Yeah. No. You just
dang it, child.
Yeah. no. I like
Yeah.
I'll write my name. Throwing a Cheerio in the bowl is never a bad idea
Oh
either.
my
Just a
gosh.
little target practice. Make sure you got your skills all honed in. Sometimes you leave the bowl down, the toilet seat down.
Just for an
to-
extra challenge.
Yeah,
Your wife probably loves that.
It's like playing Russian roulette because
you ever
it's
blame
like
it on your kid?
Gabriel. No, that's wrong.
Okay, but did you ever do it?
Well, yeah,
How did I?
still wrong.
Because I definitely did that yesterday. Like, I dribbled a little bit. And Anna just totally called me on it. She goes, you dribbled? And I was like, I think that was not me. And she said, it's our bathroom. Also, the kids haven't been here all day. So, like, no.
You got caught, right?
Yeah, it was you.
Didn't
Yeah, I got caught yellow seated.
Yeah.
So, quick test of urinals here.
Okay.
You walk into a bathroom. You're like, will the suffering end in this porta potty? You walk into a bathroom. There's 5 urinals side by side.
Yes.
And there is one other person. I lied to you. There's 2 other people peeing. There's one person on the far right urinal. And then there is one person, one urinal in from the left.
Yes.
So from left to right, you have open urinal, man. Open urinal, man. Which urinal do you do?
So, I think you know this, but I'm an extremely shy peer. Like, I would just be standing there with my Johnson in hand. Like, I'm going to the first stall available. Like I'm not, nope.
Not playing that.
Like, dude, I don't even like my kids.
So
and
you would
like
just
wife
wait. You would
walking
just
through, like
you would just wait it out.
I'd probably turn around and be like, I forgot something.
You're not that pee shy. You've peed in the bathroom, and I've been in the bathroom.
Yeah, but there's a stall. There's no.
Oh,
There's
you're
no-
like,
there's no
so this is
possible,
like,
like-
afraid of.
It's not like. It's just a shot. Like I won't go. I'll just be standing there.
This is so fun.
And then Like they'll leave and I'll just whew, there.
So
Took
you're
forever.
a psychologist guy. Why? What's going on there?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You just yeah, it's fine.
Just a wiener. I don't know.
You don't have to solve it.
No, I don't know. Like, because my wife has picked on me about this before. Because I would do the same if the roles were reversed.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I'll be.
Dude,
now, once I've started, like, if people come in, I'm gonna keep going. Like,
I
don't
had
worry
a buddy
about it.
that would like it would cut off midstream.
Oh, doesn't that hurt?
Guess.
I mean,
I don't stop it ever.
like, the thought of that makes me think of Dumb and Dumber when he's like, you can't stop once you've started. It stings. Like,
yeah, we would walk in the we wouldn't even walk in the bathroom. It was like a toilet, and then it had a new room that was like the get ready room or whatever. And we would walk in that room, and he would stop. You would hear it stop, and then you would walk out, and you would hear it resume. It was crazy.
it's like a superpower.
And I asked him, I was like, "What is going on?" He goes, "Dude, I'm like really pee shy."
I'm not that pee shy. Like, once I'm going, I'm going. Like, I'm not stopping
can't
for
make me
anybody.
stop.
Yeah, like, but if I walk in a bathroom and it's like there's a stall and one more person by the urinals, chances are I'm not taking any of the urinals.
Do you ever get started peeing?
Yeah.
And then have to fart, but like get scared that you're gonna diarrhea in the fart?
No way.
Really?
Oh, dude,
That's every time I go to the bathroom.
Oh, there's nothing to get scared about. That's excitement. That's
No.
living life on the edge
No.
right there.
We work at a public high school.
Oh,
you cannot
dude,
risk.
I'm living life on the edge right there.
Because if you begin that fart mid,
If I ever disappear midday from work, you'll know why. Josh flew too close to the sun.
Josh flew too close, and also he has poop in his pants.
Definitely.
Yeah, I've never. The worst is I've like accidentally dribbled a little pee on my like pants, and then I'm like, oh my god.
You're just walking out with like your hands down
I
around
usually
your
like
knees.
pull my sweatshirt down a little bit, and I'm like. If you ever see me walking like some sort of like hood rat, like that's what's going on. Yeah. Do you use the toilet seat covers, the little paper things? No. Okay, good.
No, you're just getting into it.
I don't
You're just
understand- I
causing
don't
more
understand
problems.
it. I don't understand them.
My thing is like, I don't want to touch the toilet seat more than I have to.
Yeah.
Chances are that bad boy's gonna slip off or something. I don't want to.
Yep.
I don't want slippery butt when I'm sitting on the toilet either.
Because I sweat when I poop. So like,
yeah.
just okay. The look was like, what?
No, it wasn't like a what. It's like I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, people sweat when they poop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Sweaty poop's just the worst.
Yeah.
I remember being not even in high school, but like even now, like after we get done working out and I get home, I'm like, man, I gotta go. But
I'm also drenched.
I'm also sweaty.
Yeah.
And like the toilet paper is gonna get all over the place. Like it's just foul. And
Yeah.
I can't do it. Like I'd rather wait it out.
Yeah. Man, it's a disaster. But the worst though is when you shower and then you get out of the shower and you're like barely started to dry off.
Oh god.
And it's like the poo hits you and you're like, dang it. Like if I was in the shower, I could stomp it. But like now I've got to go.
Give it the old waffle stomp.
Yeah. Yeah. You're in the Waffle Stomp Hall of Fame, by the way. It is not a common thing. Like
Yeah.
we're a whole year later, which means I have talked to 12 other people since I last and I can tell you very few have done it, let alone heard of it. Most people are like, what is
Waffle stomp? What are you talking
that? I
about?
love waffles.
Why would I step on waffles? You ever had an Eggo? You don't step on those
Is
things.
that like River Stomp? Oh, yeah.
Isn't that a song by the Jonas Brothers? Waffle Stomp?
Oh, man. Oh, the Jonas Brothers. Such a fitting topic for the bathroom.
It really is.
But, so no toilet seat covers. That's wise. You ever do the poop nest?
I bet your pardon.
You ever make a nest? Like you lay down like toilet paper in the water, and then like you put out enough to where like you can poop onto the paper, and like it's like a little nest for the poop.
I know what I'm doing when I get home. What do you pick it up out afterwards? Like just
No.
it's got a nest, so you can pick it up without touching it. Like
I believe this exists to keep things quiet. So like if you're worried about, you know.
Oh no, I strive for
but
the
then
big.
You get the mermaid kiss, and you don't want that.
So
like,
I will tell you this. I poop a lot before showering. Like,
okay,
I'm pushing for the biggest splash I can get out of that. Like, I want the people in the next house over to hear that bad boy.
Yeah.
At school, I'll tone it back a little bit because I don't want to get splashed at
come on,
work.
just grunt one. Just
but like, I'm grunting, but like, you know,
the best is we'll come back. The best is when you like try to be cheeky, but you're also like don't want to announce it. But you're like, I gotta go, and you like run out of the room.
You mean when it's
yeah,
must be 9:30 already?
Yeah, and then you disappear for like 10 minutes, and then you come back in with just this peaceful look on your face.
It's like, you know, seas have parted, the angels have started singing. Like
everybody involved is like, well, Josh just took another dump. Like,
yep.
And it's unspoken, but we all know what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the worst part is they know they could talk about it. So like, I'd be right there. I'd be like, oh, it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite poop?
Do I have a favorite poop?
Yeah, like when you really got to grunt one out or it fights you a little bit.
No, I'm
a big fan of the like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And then you get there and it's just like.
Well, so.
Living life on the edge.
So let me explain something about me. That's like every time I go. Like, pretty much what happens is my stuff's never that solid. Like, if it's solid, something's off. So when I go to the bathroom, it's regularly like there is just like mixed solids and liquids held up at a wall.
Has anyone ever taken a phone call during this?
Who is it?
It's my dad.
Oh, why not?
Hey, Dad.
Might as well go ahead and throw that on speaker.
He does have school tomorrow. Yeah.
Tell him where you're at.
Can I call you back though? I'm in a porta potty recording a podcast. Goodbye.
What did you do?
It's weird. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Oh man. Dude.
But just so we're clear, my dad would love to be on this podcast. When he found out that Hunter did this podcast, his answer to me was, how do I get on?
Yeah.
I will actively take a while recording this podcast. I said, Dad, that's not part of the qualifications.
He would be the first.
And he goes, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I did it in Alaska, out in the open.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Is that his story to tell?
Well, they were on a cruise and there was a toilet outside and he just
went for it?
He didn't actually poop,
go.
but he definitely pulled his pants all the way down and sat down on this toilet.
Dude, my buddy, he says he didn't go to the bathroom, but I distinctly remember him peeing, maybe not pooping, but he sat on a Home Depot toilet and just did his business.
Oh,
like
those
from
poor
the
employees.
Larry the Cable Guy skit,
Yeah.
he did that.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure he did it because of that joke in Larry the Cable Guy. Maybe it's Larry. I don't know.
Accurate.
One of those blue collar gentlemen. Yeah. So, but my favorite is just that I made it. Any day
that you make it to the toilet safely.
I've regularly got a little bit of a streak, in my drawers, and it's. I own less white underwear than most.
I don't know that I own any.
Yeah, I don't. I own 2. Dude, okay, I'm going to just be honest with you. I own this pair of underwear that I have to strategize. So we bought a blind bag of MeUndies underwear. Okay. And so it's you just...
Shouts out MeUndies.
Yeah, not a sponsor. There was a time in my life where I'd want it, and I'm going to tell you why they're not now. But... you just get whatever you get.
Yeah,
you don't.
It's like a mystery box, but
you don't get to pick the patterns. But one of the patterns is a pride pattern, and it's just love is love. and you're thinking, but it's all rainbow. It's white with rainbow. And I have to there's days where I will grab it and I'll go, I'm going to the gym. I can't. I can't.
Yeah, I've strategically quit wearing white underwear when you and I are going to work out. Because, the thought of just there being a streak and it just, yeah.
Oh, no, the streak's not the problem.
No,
the streak
I know your problem. But for me, I'm
it would be bad if I pulled my pants down and I'm standing there and love is love on my wiener. But, like, I can't imagine if a younger kid or, like, one of them walked in and it's now you and I standing in there with me wearing Love is Love.
You wearing Love is Love, me wearing my Shaft and Balls underwear with Uncle Sam pointing at it out of my wiener saying, I want you. Like, 4th of July bundle, 4th of July bundle.
What type of QAnon LGBTQ mix-up is this? Boys, you are confused.
Oh, boy.
I'm hitting the Q all over. Yeah, so the only other, like, do you have any parting wisdom to leave with folks with here? We've been in here over an hour. It seems fitting. Unless you have more stories. I should probably leave that light on. It only seems fair.
The light on.
Do you have any other stories? And if not, do you have any parting wisdom to leave the people with?
Other stories at the moment.
Yeah. Has any of the, like, sports kids ever pooped their pants? Like, don't use names, but, like...
Last year there was definitely mid-game where a kid was like,
I'm gonna go.
Coach, I gotta go. And it was like... Okay, like we had to take a time out, and this is a football game, 3rd quarter. Kid looks at me, he's like, Coach, I gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta go really bad.
That's funny.
And it was like, can you hold it? We're almost, game's not that long. Like, and he's like, no, Coach, it's happening now. Like,
it's prairie dogging.
I got him off the field, and my dude took off running full speed, shoulder pads, helmet to the bathroom, like mid game. That was a funny one. Like, I had trouble
the whole team's just
calling
giggling.
the defense after that. Like, yeah. Played in a golf tournament yesterday.
Yes.
Me and my brother-in-law, and we got paired up with these 2 older gentlemen. Super nice guys. Very, very, but they were old. And every time, like, we'd get near them, my brother-in-law and I would, like, look at each other and we'd be like, bro, did you hear a fart? Like, they're like, or he'd look at me and he'd be like, did you smell something? Like, I'm not gonna blame anybody, but those old guys may have had some trouble.
You're walking farts, it's fine.
Yeah.
Or do you think we're talking, like, adult diaper
I don't
trouble?
think it was adult diaper trouble. I mean, I would think that they're pretty...
Are we doing a check?
Door check.
Door check. Hello? Is there, like, a rat in this thing, you think?
Stop.
Well, I heard...
Okay, so
I heard
you know that
skittering.
bee conversation where you were like, I'll flip the thing.
Is it
like,
rats for you?
Oh, God.
We have a rat under our deck right now.
Mice, rodent. Oh, God, they're awful.
I hate them, but...
They're so gross.
I agree, but, like...
So gross.
They exist.
I made fun of my dad for years. Like, Dad, you're such a wimp. You're such a wimp. Had one in my house. I have never been on top of a counter squealing like a little girl quicker. Like,
really?
My dad came and he's like, oh, where'd the big man go? Calling Daddy to come over and try and help him get this mouse. Like,
Got him.
And it wasn't even like a big one, but I could hear it.
Oh, yeah.
And so the whole house, I just was like, hey, Kayla, what if we just burn the house down? Like, it's not a big deal, but, like, they'd all be dead.
If you are Josh's insurance company listening to this, this was a joke.
Sure. No, I think, mice suck.
Yeah. But so these old guys are just got walking farts and...
Yeah.
I think
I'm
we're good.
confident.
I think it's in this tank.
I'm confident
Worst case scenario, the mouse comes out from, like, right underneath my legs.
Speaking of violent throwing up, the thought of that just
just out of the door. Zoom.
But yeah, I'm pretty confident that these old guys had some like mid swing farts, like or even like just just some walking farts, some mid swing farts, some practice swing farts. Bending over to get the ball out of the hole.
Yeah,
I just think that they were letting them fly.
It's fine,
but I'm not confident that they knew that they were letting them fly.
Oh yeah, that's the trouble because they probably thought it was y'all.
Which I'm cool with. Like, hey, man.
Right. Is your brother-in-law cool with it, though?
Yeah. Yeah, he could be cool with it. Yeah. Car's pretty cool, dude.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, other than the being in dark while going to the bathroom at work and the fear of someone coming in and just having to be like, there's somebody in here. Dude, I'm not weird with the light off. It's burnt out. Like,
can I tell you one of my greatest fears in that bathroom at the high school?
What?
So sometimes the door doesn't shut right. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
God.
And my greatest fear is that I'm going to be in there peeing or pooping. It does not matter.
Yes.
And some student's just going to act like an idiot and, like, open the door and either shut the light off on me or, worse yet, go in there and toke up a fatty or, like, smack their vape.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to come out and it's going to be like, what in the heck is Hoover doing in the bathroom with this team? Like,
yeah.
That stresses me out so much.
Dude, I kick it closed with my foot every time.
Now I just reach back and every time.
I'm a foot kicker because it's like, this is closing or, you know.
That stresses me out so much because I'm like, no.
It's real fear. It's not like fake fear. Like,
yeah, kids are dumb. Unless you're one of the kids listening, you're probably smart. No,
they're all dumb. I hate all of them equally.
Do you have any wisdom to leave the people with? Bathroom wisdom, sage advice from your
clean your toilets. Yeah. Clean your toilets.
It's good
because
advice.
You never know when you're gonna be asked to be on a podcast, or you're gonna have people over, or you know, and they don't need to see your stains.
Yeah,
and you know it's important to clean your toilets.
Yeah,
I think once a week.
I think that's
once
fair.
a week.
Yeah,
I think if you're doing it more than that, you're just an overachiever. Yeah. And what are you trying to prove?
Right.
You know, we know you.
Who's got that time?
Yeah, nobody's got that time unless if you have that time. You know,
find yourself
call somebody.
You find yourself right where I find myself a lot.
Go find a friend.
Insulting the people that might be listening. I do it a lot.
It's nothing personal. Funny. It's just if you have enough time to clean your toilet more than once a week, call a friend.
Yeah.
Or have your friends call you just to check in. Like just accidentally go somewhere. Find some Disney Loricana, give me a call.
Oh yeah. By the way,
also words of wisdom.
Yeah.
Do not trust GameStop.
Update. So my buddy who air quotes has Loricana for us, right?
The air quotes is stressing me out.
And said he bought them and has them and is bringing them to us. That starter deck that I told you about.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it yet. So, until we have Lorcana in hand, that starter deck does not exist.
I'm beginning to think the game doesn't exist.
Well,
we have them, so that's a lie. But
I'm beginning to think that nothing is real.
It's getting grim over here.
Yeah. Well, cool. I'm gonna do the shameful closeout.
Oh no!
What? Do it.
We don't have a flush.
Oh, so there is a slam that is so typical to every porta potty.
The door.
And it will I'm going to slam the toilet lid here and I'm going to stand up. But I was going to say one thing. I missed a question. It wasn't on my thing. And I have to know because in a recent episode, I made a comment. And I had somebody reach out and say, hey, you're actually horribly wrong about that. Like, this isn't a thing. And my question is have you ever barehanded a dog turd?
Have I ever barehanded a dog turd?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm convinced everybody's barehanded a dog turd at least once. If you own a dog.
Why though? Like I get it. Like sometimes you got to pick it up, but like, are you talking bare hand, no napkin, no toilet paper, no nothing, just scooping it up like a Hershey's Kiss?
I'm talking bare hand dog turd.
Well, yeah, I mean everyone's done it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's a good idea.
Yeah, no.
I'm not saying you should. I'm saying everyone has done it.
Yeah, everyone's done it.
And much like just farting, we should normalize the fact that sometimes you're gonna have to bare hand.
Own your stink. Own your stink.
Yeah. Don't I ever? We've owned a lot of people's stink tonight.
Oh, in this room. Oh, so good.
In fact, it's starting to smell less like poop and more like just like
It's not. It's getting worse as the night goes on.
Yeah.
Does it? And I see. Now I'm curious because I've always known
we're back.
That poop. Well, like I'm curious because like poop.
It'll regulate
when it gets warm.
Yeah, it gets worse.
It tends to smell worse.
Yeah.
But as it gets colder this evening,
I think
it's starting to get a little worse. I think
we're smelling not poop. I think we're smelling like, there's probably a public health official that's gonna one day hear this and say, what you did was probably very bad for your health. Because I don't think you're supposed to spend this long in a box contained with that much fecal matter. Like, that ventilation, that ain't doing crap.
You can almost see the farticle particles in the air at this point.
It's thick in here. And I'm pretty sure that what's happening is as time goes on, like, it's just the air, like, but it is just the collective is happening.
I'm kind of angry that this porta potty has better toilet paper than our work does.
I'm pissed.
On a
to
totally
the
unrelated note.
To the listener at home, that was not a goof. That is the gospel facts. This toilet paper at the porta potty in Timber Ridge parking lot is of higher quality than what they stock Greater Albany Public Schools employee bathrooms with, and that's facts. Like, I don't get it. Anyway. I'm going to close this B out. This has been another episode of Privy. It's the shameful dog pooping in the backyard. You get to stare at me while I do it. Here we are. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being here in this porta potty in the dark on a Sunday night before we both get to go to work tomorrow.
Yes.
It's great. Thank you to your family for letting you do this.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I love being here.
Yes.
And, my wife gets a kick out of hearing the things that we talk about.
There's only a matter of time before she comes on the show. I'm thinking couples episode. It could be a good time. You just gotta
we gotta work her over.
You can do that. Let her listen to hello. What do we got?
There's definitely a car out there.
New car.
Oh
no.
Do we have another guest?
I don't want that. I'm scared. Well, I'm going to close this out. Thanks to Kevin and Poddington Bear for the use of their music. Keep pooping in the free world. And now, as always, don't forget to flush or the maneuver. Don't forget to close the lid. Oh no, that is a lake, my friend.
Gross.